Hello there everybody, Sam's Trains here. Welcome back to the railway and welcome back to Sam's Trains for 2022. I've already been working really hard on the first few videos for this year and I hope you're really going to like them because I've got some pretty good stuff to look at right off the bat this year. So look out for those, I hope you do like them. First though, there's a matter of business to take care of because I did say on the last Sam's Trains live stream of 2021 that all of the outstanding requests would be done first thing in January. And I'm a man of my word, I'm going to keep my word. So today we've got your rocking requests. I hope you enjoy them. People always come up with such fantastic ideas and I've seen the list of what's coming up today and this video is no exception. So here we go, your ideas, your requests. Let's get started and of course thank you so much to everyone who submitted one. And what an incredible way to start. Just look at some of this stuff that we've got out here straight away. So the first request comes from Mark7188 who wanted to see my two favourite big steam locomotives. So they're not necessarily my favourites, they are among my favourites, but I just thought it would be really nice to pick two BR Blue locos. So we've got an A3 and an A1, Peppercorn A1 that is, pulling anything I like. So I've gone with, I guess the obvious one, the L&E Teak coaches. They seem to match quite nicely. So thank you very much Mark7188. Then we have XRCun42 who wanted to see the J70 hauling Henrietta, some box fans and an L&ER brake van. Yeah, love seeing the J70. It is popular in requests and I'm glad about that as well. And then Shining Time 4 wanted to see a J50 locomotive with another tank. I've gone with the 94XX pannier tank because it's got a similarly sort of boxy shape to it, hasn't it? And Shining Time 4 wanted to see the milk tankers and also one suburban coach so that I can call it a milk train. So let's get this started then. Let's get the awesome double headers going. Hopefully we won't have any trouble there. Don't hold your breath though. And then J70, yeah, I think that will be okay. And then the double headers there. All right. Well, let's see how they get on. Fingers crossed for no derailments. There we go. Now you might call me a pansy for running those two L&ER Pacifics so slowly, but as we all know, slow and steady wins the race. And in my case, slow and steady means no derailments behind the bookcase. There we go. We've sped up a bit now though. Now, where's everybody else? That's my question. Oh, we've got the double header, the other double header over here. It just seemed to make sense, really, picking these two. They just seem to... They're obviously very different designs, but they look sort of similar, don't they, in their shape? So that's why I've done that. And then we've got the J70 and Henrietta. Yeah, I love that. I really do. It's something very quaint about the J70 hauling box vans. It's like going on a journey with her brothers and sisters. Right. Oh, go on then. We'll watch the double header of the Pacifics one more time, and then we'll move on. Oh man. I mean, come on. You can't deny I have some good ideas sometimes. Quite pleased with myself for that one. Awesome. Right, moving on. So the next round is a little bit Thomasy, except we've got the Ruston stuck in the middle of it all, so hopefully the Ruston will get on well with the boys. Zachary Kramer wanted to see the Bachmann Gordon, which is always a good choice, with some L&ER coaches, so I left the coaches on from last time actually. Quite a load for Gordon there, 6 coaches. Then on the middle line, as I say, we do have the Ruston as per Project Toasty's request. So thank you, Project Toasty, for this one. The Ruston Shunter having its strength tested with the railgun, of course. So we'll see how that goes, fingers crossed. And then we have John C, who wanted to see the Bachmann Edward with all of my 3D printed cars. Now the thing about the Bachmann Edward is he's not much of a puller. So these are not all of my 3D printed cars, but I have done a selection of different ones, including one of the coaches. I think those coaches do look a little bit Sodory, don't they? So anyway, we'll see how Edward gets on. He's on the inside line, which has the sort of broadest curves. So hopefully that will give him the best chance of managing okay. All right, take it away, Gordon. Be careful with those teaks. It's more than you're used to having. Ruston. The Ruston, mighty as ever. And then Edward. There we go. Gordon's derailed. Gordon, what did I say? You are responsible for your tender, so I blame you for that. Is it going to come off? No, it's back on. Well done, Gordon. Thank you for listening. There's something very wrong with Gordon's eyes. That snapping sound you can hear is actually the eye mechanism snapping. Let's see if we can catch it on camera. Yeah, so it does this weird thing where his eyes like dart left and right now with a sudden crack. It's a little bit concerning. There goes the tender shenanigans again. Edward's doing well though. What can be wrong with Gordon's tender? And not forgetting, of course, the wonderful Ruston, which is handling the railgun without any problems. Quite amazing. Well, Gordon got fed up with his misbehaving tender, and he's decided to go on alone, it seems. Alright, fair enough, Gordon. You do realise, Gordon, that this is a circuit of track, and this is going to backfire if you don't stop. Oh wait, I'll have to stop him. Hang on. Well done, Edward. Sterling performance. Yeah, with all the crazy Gordon antics and everything, even though the Ruston is hauling a massive cannon, alright, scratch that, was hauling a massive cannon, still far more relaxing somehow than Gordon and his Express. Come on. You can do it. See, the Ruston's very strong on the flat, but when there's a bump in the track, or when it's got to go back uphill again, struggles. Come on now, Queen. There we go. Right, let's move on, see what's coming up next. Okay, here's the next lot then, and again, what an amazing selection we've got. The first one comes from Jason Biggs, who actually wanted to see two TTS P2s or a TTS A3 and A4. Well, the trouble is I don't have any TTS A3s or A4s anymore. I used to have an A4, the Gadwell, that's true, but unfortunately there was an accident and I ended up blowing the DCC chip. So that's not TTS anymore. I do have a TTS P2, but then there's nothing else TTS to run with it on DCC. So I've gone for my DC, my analog Cock of the North P2, as you can see, and a DC analog A3. That one's just book law. I think it's an A3 at least, could be wrong. And they've got some LNE Arctique coaches. And then XR Kun wanted to see a King class. I think when he sent in this request, he was still waiting for a King class to arrive. So XR Kun 42, hopefully that arrived for you. And he wanted to see some Pullmans with the King, so we've got that. And then Foxy Gamer 11, thank you so much, Foxy, wanted to see the Hornby E2 with two coaches. So I thought, you know, you guys always give me such unusual requests. I've got a choice of coaches here, so I'm going to go for the ambulance coaches, just two of them, not the usual three. And I think that looks really marvellous, doesn't it? What a lovely combination. So again, well done, Sam. It's just everybody lavish praise on Sam today. That's what day it is today. So there we go, but that's the double header. And then we've got the King class, stretching its legs for the first time in 22. And then the E2. There she goes. Alright, lovely ideas, folks. Got the King, slightly dodgy motor in that King, but usually, well, I've been saying that for years, it still keeps going, it clings to life, but it does run slowly while it warms up. And then we've got yet another truly fantastic double header. Again, matched the colours, so hopefully you appreciate that. And we've got the E2 Ambulance Special. The double headers have been remarkably stable today, haven't they? Yep. Helps if you pair locos that run at a similar speed. And I think those are similar, so that's probably why. Yeah, the King doesn't seem to have sped up much, but it's done a lap now, so I think it's alright. Let's go and catch up with the E2. It's just like real train spotting, doing these videos in a way. You sort of set the camera up and then just wait for the train to come. Except here, you know that it's only ever 30 seconds away maximum, which is quite a nice way of doing train spotting. I think I highly recommend it. Right, let's move on then. Let's see what the next round holds for us. Right, well, we've got another absolute cracker of a round here. Again, look at the variety of stuff we've got going on here. So first of all, we've got a William Babcock request. I'm so sorry for this one. This ought to have been done before Christmas, but I didn't think. So this is the D-Class, yep, lovely SECR locomotive, and Christmas wagons. Yes, I'm sorry, this William isn't crazy, well, maybe a little, but he did send in this request before Christmas. He's not like a Christmas maniac or something. The weird thing is, I don't have a Sam's Trains Christmas wagon. I made loads of them and they all went, and I never made one for me. So I don't have a Sam's Trains Christmas wagon I can show, but never mind. Then we have Sideways 66779, who wanted to see the Irish 121. So there it is, that's the Murphy Models one, with some EWS wagons. So we've got all of my EWS wagons there, quite a nice pairing, I think. And a Queen Mary brake van on the back, which you can just about see. And then we've got Eggy Yeet, I think, which is a lovely username, very nice, who wanted to see a Hull class, a Castle class, and then 10 Mark 1 coaches. That's very nearly all of the coaches I have that are suitable, but hopefully, I think there are 10, yeah, and also hopefully these two locos will manage them. So let's get started. Let's start with the better late than never Christmas train. I'm sorry about that, I know that's really miserable in January. Then we've got the Murphy 121, which is a superb runner. There we go, all going the same way today, this time rather, I just decided that would be interesting. And two very different locos here. Let's see if they run alright together. They do seem to be, that's quite impressive. Okay. Ooh, I've got a bad feeling about that one. Let's see what happens. But yeah, thank you Sideways, William Babcock and Eggy Yeet. Oh, these Hornby wide wheelbase wagons, they do my head in. That one's off already, look. Oh, so annoying. Well, the troops have stayed pretty much together. They've just reversed the order in which I started them. So, yeah, the D-Class has gone to the back of the queue. That's just because it's, I suspect, faulty. Something not right about the motor. Look at it. Oh. But at least it's still going. If it stops, then I'll have to investigate. We've got the crazy Great Western train. Let's zoom out a bit and have the whole lot of coaches go past, just to prove that there is 10. 10 coaches. Seems a lot. There you go, all 10. One day I will sit down and fix these wagons. I will find out what does it, and I will stop it. I promise. There's the D-Class, very, very beautiful loco that. Maybe that's another one I should fix one day. Cordless motor upgrade, and then I'll be able to run it a little bit more quickly. And hopefully it'll have more torque if I do that as well. So many projects, so little time. Wow, look here. The pace has certainly picked up. I have not touched the controller, honestly. Oh, and we're about to get the collision. There we go. I have to give these wagons props for not becoming disconnected though. I mean, that was absolutely amazing, the way it recovered there. Anyway, before something does go horribly wrong, let's move on to the final round. We're there already. Okay, last lot, here we go. So we have, we'll start with the middle line first. The Duke of Rawsome wanted to see as many terriers as possible hauling Santa Sleigh. I know, Christmas request, I know, I'm sorry, I know it's sad. I am going to probably get a million years bad luck for doing this, but it's what the man wanted. So, Duke of Rawsome, they want me to call it the Santa Paws Special. You see, because of the terriers, the dog thing, paws, Santa. Very good, Duke of Rawsome, like it. Then we have Shine Ortis, who wanted to see the Bachmann Thomas with wagons full of presents. Again, 1,000 apologies to the Christmas gods if they're looking down on me, choosing my punishment. Please be lenient. And then we have XR Cunt 42, who, oh, this is the crazy one, folks. I've saved the best till last, put it that way. Hi, Mech. BR Coaches. Then he wanted a Hornby Black 5, but the Black 5 can't have an M coupling put on the front of it. Don't ask me why. Class 40, and then some tankers. So we've got the tankers and then the Black 5 on the back there. So yeah, 3 locos, all very different, running at different speeds. It's not going to end well, I don't think. But let's start the slightly more reasonable ones first. The Santa Sleigh, by the way, cannot fit underneath my bookcase or my passenger footbridge because of the antlers. Never something I thought I'd say. So I'll start it and then stop it out of shot and show you it running along the layout. Now, because of how faulty the Dapple Terrier is, as you can see, I don't think the others are gonna, I don't think it's working at all, actually. As many terriers as possible, he says. Got to take this one off. It seems to be shorting. Who's surprised? So that's another project for another day. Can I fix the Dapple Terrier? Anyway, there we go. Okay, let's try the big one then. Let's see. That's 50. Lots of big motors on this train. Let's have it go past. This might be the one shot where it stays on the track. Mind you, all the couplings, none of the couplings seem to be too pushed together. It's not too bad. I think the Black 5's going a bit fast. I think those tankers are under some pressure. Alright, perhaps that's not as bad as I thought. I'm very hesitant to say that in case it all goes horribly wrong, but yeah, I think because I've kept it steady, not gone too mad with it, it seems to be just about working. And here's a good one. I bet Thomas, bless him, I bet he's thinking it's Christmas again. Who's going to tell him the bad news? This year's gone quick, thinks Thomas. Sorry, Thomas. It's still early January, I'm afraid. Oh no! I just caught. Did I catch it? I think the terriers are going to smash into that. Oh dear. Anyway, I was just going to film this, so I will do quickly. Uh-oh. Got caught on some of the shrapnel. Uh-oh. And Thomas, blissfully unaware, cruising past in the background. Right, I better go and cut power. Yeah, one of the couplings on the tankers burst off under the pressure, and then the reindeer came and ran it over. Yeah, it sounds like something a crazy person would make up, but today it is true. And with the tankers lying in tatters on the side of the track and the reindeer stuck underneath the bookcase because of its tall antlers, Thomas and the Christmas train is the only locomotive still going. So I'll say on that note, happy January. Thank you very much for watching. I promise the other videos will be a little bit less naff than this year. Or will they? You'll have to come back and see. But for now, Happy New Year. Thank you for watching. Great requests. Thank you to everyone for submitting them. And I'll see you soon with another review, I think. All right. Cheers, everybody.